Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I received a lot of requests from you guys to do Douyin makeup, so I'm gonna do it. I obviously already have my base on, but I'm gonna be doing an eye look. And if you want to see like full face of Douyin, then let me know. So if you're not familiar, it is a Chinese word for TikTok, actually. Douyin is the Chinese word for TikTok. And this makeup look has been made popular by like Chinese celebrities and other East Asian countries, celebrities, influencers, content creators, etc. And I believe it became very popular on TikTok, but like social media in general. Here are some reference photos if you are unfamiliar with the look. However, I believe it like took kind of the internet by storm, and I've literally been seeing requests for me to do a look like this for I don't even know how long, months and months and months at this point. I recently watched a show with my boyfriend. It was a Japanese show. Oh, I forgot the name of it. Something in Borderland? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It's a Japanese show. Anyway, I was just admiring all of the girls' makeup. Like there were at least a few girls in particular who were wearing this really beautiful Douyin makeup, and that was kind of like one of the reasons that I wanted to film this. So I'm gonna do my take. It is going to be a focus on the eyes. So we're just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna zoom you in. Always my zoom face. So the focus of this is very much like flushed, pretty, you know, very feminine, accentuating certain features of the eyes. So I just want to make it like a little bit more colorful. So I think I'm going to be playing with a pop of color either in my inner corner or maybe in my lower lash line. So to begin, I'm going to prime my lids using my e.l.f. sheer eye primer, which is perfect for this look because it's sheer, but it does apply like a little bit of coverage to the lids to cancel out any veins or anything like that. So typically for the lid, what's used is like a wash of color, which is typically like pink or maybe a little bit more of like a taupey brown or a rosy brown. I'm gonna start off with the CHERISH Spring palette from CLIO, which is a Korean brand. I think I'm gonna use this color to start, this pale pink that has like a tiny bit of pearl in it. So since it's a wash of color, I'm going to use my REPHR 01 brush. If you watched my tiny brushes video recently, this is my MAC 217 blending brush. And I'm gonna start by packing this on the outer half of the lid to begin with. And then I'm just going to buff slowly inward and slowly out. Just kind of towards the tail of my brow, not necessarily in like a cat eye shape, but just kind of like tapering it out a little bit. These shadows are incredibly soft and easy to work with if you are curious. Then I actually think I'm gonna pick up a little bit of this peach color next to it, which also has a little bit of pearl. It's like a little more peach and a little bit more golden. I'm just gonna use the same brush. I'm gonna apply that in the outer V basically, just like right here. So I'm not worried about my crease at all. I'm just buffing in this motion. Now for my wing, I'm gonna start off with a powder just because I find it easier to work with. I'm gonna use this little BK Beauty 28 brush, this little angled guy right here. And I'm gonna grab the black from my HINDASH BEAUTOPSY palette. And I'm just going to sketch from the outer corner of my eye up like that. And then bring it back to my lash line, fill it in, and then I'm gonna softly kind of buff that into my lash line. I personally don't want this to be like thick. I want it to be just like a nice little extension of my lashes. So just as I get closer to the center, just kind of pressing against those lashes and not even taking it like all the way. Always impossible to get them even. Always. Now that I have that shape, I'm going to go in with my HINDASH HEROLINE, and I'm going to very lightly fill that in using that powder as a guide. Keeping it like very small and right in the center. Okay, for the lower lash line, something I really appreciate because I have it like crazy. For this look, people really focus on defining this part of the eye. So the lower lash, like I call it my eye bag because Samantha Ravindal called it that. And I was like, that's what it is. So we're gonna do that. Speaking of my tiny brush video, I'm gonna go in with the REPHR 23 brush. So that's what I'm gonna use to define my lower lash line. This is so random. I'm gonna use M549. This is from Makeup Forever. I recently bought this and I just think it's perfect for this, for this. I don't know why. So I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that and I'm gonna kind of squint so that I can really see my lower lash line. I'm actually, because mine is really large, I'm gonna take it just above, like where my actual lower crease is. And then just kind of like stop it at the outer corner. And then using that same brush and that same shadow, I'm gonna create a little bit of a lower lash shadow right on the outer corner. So bringing it down just a little bit and then connecting it with that crease line. And then I'm going to, from the very outer corner, like where that lash shadow is, I'm going to just darken right against my lashes with that same shadow. So just kind of connecting it and defining the outer corner. What I love about these looks is the shimmer. They really go for the shimmer in the inner corner. So I'm gonna do that, but I kind of want to play with more color. So I think I'm gonna go for something a little bit blue. So I'm gonna grab this shade right here from the Lisa Eldridge palette, which is Mercurial's Luminous Duo. So this must be Swan Song. So I'm just gonna pick that up with my ring finger. And then I'm gonna go right from like the inner, focus on my face maybe? Maybe focus on my face? Okay. And I'm gonna apply this from the very inner corner and then kind of fade it into that pink. So really pressing in the inner corner, and then whatever's left over, just kind of like into the very inner, like just above, or just underneath where my brow is, and then diffusing into that pink, but I don't want to cover it up. So most of the shimmer is going to be right in here. Wish I had shorter nails on right now. And then I'm just gonna use the side of my pointer finger to pick up that same shade and just pop it right in the center of the eye bag. So filling in the gap basically where we defined, just to kind of like accentuate that shape, but also play with a little bit of color. And then for my very inner corner, because one of my reference photos, this girl, super bright inner corner. So I'm gonna grab the ISAMAYA Wild Star palette, and I'm gonna pick up this shade right here. I'm gonna use that to highlight my inner corner. So I'm using my REPHR 03 brush to do that. I'm gonna pick it up with the brush, tap it off. These especially the shimmery shades, like flecks go everywhere, so I'm gonna mist it with my, I mean, you can use any mist. I'm using Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna place it all around my inner corner, blending down and up slightly. Just want to brighten up that whole area. I'm going to use Blossom Glow from Wet n Wild as my highlighter, and I'm just going to dust it kind of like on my cheekbones mostly. Just for like a, it's always like a very beautiful like glow, like natural looking glow, so I don't want like a beam-in highlight. All right, and then to finish off the eyes, I'm going to curl my lashes with my REPHR lash curler and apply a couple coats of the CLIO Superproof long curling mascara. This look is apparently all about like long lashes, not about like volume, not making them like super duper thick and fluffy. Oh, why is that happening? Okay, I don't know why you're turning on and off, but you're stressing me out. I'm gonna use the Say Beauty mascara for my lower lash line. Actually, JK, can you stop turning off? That's like really annoying. I actually recently received this from Give. This is their Can't Stop Staring mascara. I'm gonna use this on the lower lash line because it's got this little like, this guy. It's hard to tell, but it kind of looks like they're, from the reference photos, that the lower lashes are very much focused in the center, but I could be wrong. Okay, it wouldn't be Douyin makeup without a blurred lip. So I have all these, dude, I have all these lip paints from, or velvet inks from PERIPERA, and I can't find, I need to get organized basically is what I'm trying to say. The only shade I could find was this one, which might be a little too peach. This is number 30. So I'm gonna start off with this and then we'll improvise if needed. I'm basically just gonna cover my lips in this and then blend it out. Peachy nude. It's not bad, it matches my background. So I'm gonna cover my lips and then I'm gonna slowly fill in to the lip line. And then I'm gonna use the applicator, whatever's left over, to just like bring the edges out a little bit and blur them. You could use a brush, you could use your finger. I just like a little more precision. And since that's a little warm peach for this look, I'm gonna grab a little bit of Cherry Blossom from NUDESTIX. Just kind of pop it in the center. Okay, here it is without any lip liner or anything. If you want to add a little more structure to the lips, but you want it to still look blurred, I'm going to use my REPHR 28 brush and maybe this. I'm going to use, I just recently picked this up. This is Work of Art multi-liner from Tower 28. So I'm going to pick it up with a brush. And I'm just going to kind of like apply it outside my lip line a little bit. So it adds like a little bit more of a shadow and detail to the lip, but it keeps it blurred. I'm just gonna do it right there and on right on my lower lip. All right guys, this is the finished look. How do we feel? I kind of love it. I feel like it would make a little bit more of an impact if I had a slightly darker lip. You'd be able to see the blur a little bit better. I'm gonna have to find those other velvet inks because the formula is amazing. I know I went in with the cream blush, but the formula of the matte ink is just like so comfy and beautiful, and it's perfect for this kind of like blurred lip. All right guys, that's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. I love the eye look. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I was a little worried that for my eye shape, that not really defining my crease and then focusing so much on my lower crease was gonna make my eyes look really like droopy and pulled down. But I actually think it's cute. I actually think it's really cute. I like it a lot. I think the wing helps balance it. Opening up that inner corner with the shimmer really helps. And it's very balanced by my eyebrows as well. If you enjoyed this and you wanna see a full Douyin makeup look, like full face, just let me know. And also if there are any like East Asian brands that you would like to see me use for that tutorial, also let me know. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment and subscribe. It helps me out if you do all those things. I know it's super annoying, but like, it'd be cool. And just let me know what you want to see next. Let me know all the answers to the things. All right guys, I'll see you like real soon.